Do you ever wonder what's interconnecting multiple computers and bringing individuals and data together that creates collaboration and a quick and easy exchange of information? For illustration, when a single computer is connected to a number of computers, then shares data and with other machines and obtain data from them, plus the medium, which is the cabling that links together, is what represents as networks. So network is formed when two or more computers are linked together. This may be linked through cables, telephone lines, radio waves, satellites, or infrared light beams. When it comes to business use of computers, networks give you insights into trends, as well as insider information on job openings and movement within the company. When there is a sharing of resources on a computer, exchanging files or allow electronic communications on a network is what we call as networking. So networking is the action or process of interacting with others to exchange information and develop professional or social contacts. Its primary purpose is to share information and resources. So medium is the one who passes on information from one computer to another. This can be copper wires, glass fiber, or airwaves. Ethernet is a wired computer networking technologies commonly used in local area networks, wide area networks, and metropolitan area networks. There are many different forms of area network, but the most common one is the LAN, local area network, WAN, wide area network, and MAN, which is the metropolitan area network. For description, local area network or LAN is a small network that interconnects computers within a limited area. It is limited to a single collection of machines and one or more cables and other peripheral equipment. So LANs can grow into wide area network or WAN that cover multiple groups of users. It is a large network information that is not tied to a single location. So MAN or Metropolitan Area Network is also computer network that connects computers within a metropolitan area, which could be a single large city, municipal cities, or large area with multiple buildings. Clients, peers, and servers. So the computer acts either as client or a server, where a server is a computer that shares its resources across the network and a client that accesses shared resources. This can be described as request-response, where a client requests information and a server responds to such request. So this can also be described as client-server relationship. Client-server networks are computer networks that use a dedicated computer or server to store data, manage or provide resources, and control user access. The server acts as a central point on the network upon which the other computers connects. So a computer that connects to the server is called a client. So peer-to-peer networking are a group of computers linked together with equal permissions and responsibilities for processing data, where computers can function as either clients or server, or no devices are designated only to serve or to receive data. Mediums in a network is used to carry the signals on one computer sends to one or more other computers. So network medium refers to the communication channels used to interconnect nodes on a network. The medium takes the form of a physical cable, such as copper coaxial cable, copper twisted pair cables, and optical fiber cables. So network interface card or NIC or network adapter is a kind of physical interface that connects a computer to a computer network. It enables access to any network. Network protocol. So a network protocol is an established set of rules that determine how data is transmitted between different devices in the same network. These rules must include how to interpret signals, how to identify oneself and other computers on a network, how to initiate and end network communications, and how to manage information exchange across the network medium. Network software. So computer needs network software to share information with each other or allows users to share computer programs. It is to issue the requests and responses that let them take the roles of clients and servers. So a NOS or Network Operating System is an operating system that manages network resources. An operating system that includes special function for connecting computers and devices into local area network. Network services. So network services is a capability that facilitates a network operation. It's typically provided by a server that can be running one or more services based on network protocols running at the application layer in the open system interconnection model of the network. There are two major types of networks. The one is a peer-to-peer and the client-server or servers-based network. So the first one is a peer-to-peer networking. So this can take both a server and a client role. No single computer has any higher priority to access or responsibility to provide shared resources on the network. So in a peer-to-peer networking, every individual user must also act as a network administrator. They are the ones who controls access to the resources that exist on their machines. These users can grant the other users an access to their resources or may restrict them. Security for peer-to-peer networks can be a major concern, since individual users can decide whether other users can access resources simply by requesting them or to supply a password for access requests to succeed. Those who know the right password can access the resources that those password guard, and those who are not denied access. So the second major network is the server-based networks, or also described as client-server. So a server is best described as a machine whose only function is to respond to client requests. The server's substantive roles on a network is to be continuously available to handle the many requests for its services that a community of clients can generate. So servers are manufactured to handle multiple requests for shared resources expeditiously. So servers are dedicated servers that handle network requests for their client communities. So server-based networks also provide centralized verification of users' accounts and password so that one or more specialized server acts as sentries guarding access to the network. Server-based networks rely on special-purpose computers called servers that provide centralized repositories for network sources and incorporate centralized security and access controls, which determine who can access what network resources. Storage Area Networks, or SANs, is used for large-scale networks, especially those with many thousands of users or with particularly large collections of data to manage. This uses high-speed network links between servers that may be located anywhere in an enterprise and centralized storage systems where data and applications reside. Sideband link is a type of connection that the network links that connects SAN components is separate from the network that links clients and servers. Wireless Personal Area Networks, or WPANs, is a short-range networking technology that is designed to connect personal devices to exchange information. It is developed to connect devices we frequently carry, including cell phones, pagers, personal digital assistants or PDAs, and even watches. Using WPAN, you could transfer information from a device you are carrying to another device that the person is carrying. Hybrid networks, sometimes called combination networks, so partake of the advantage and disadvantages of both peer-to-peer and server-based networks. This is an operating system that can function as a peer-to-peer network and can act as a client on a server-based network. Server hardware requirements. So handling service requests across a network invariably adds to a machine's processing load. The higher that load, the more important it is to purchase computers with additional power to handle demands for network resources. So on the table is an example of a minimum or recommended requirements for Windows 98, Windows XP, and Windows Server 2003. Specialized server types include application server, communication servers, domain controllers or directory servers, fax servers, file and print servers, and mail servers, and web servers. So the application server enables a server to generate a dynamic, customized response to a client request. Example of this is a Java virtual machine that runs user application. So communication servers is a computing system platform that is used for various network communication applications and allows vendors to add multiple values at different levels of architecture. Domain controller or directory servers is a type of computer server that responds to a security authentication request and verifies users on the domain of the computer network. It also enforces security policies, stores a user's account information, and authenticates users for a domain. Fax server manages traffic for a network, so it allows computers connected to the network to send and receive faxes. The fax servers makes it possible to fax from any internet-ready devices, including PCs, tablets, or smartphones. File and print servers are the foundation of the server world because they provide basic network file storage, retrieval services, and network printer access, functions that define the fundamental uses of business network. Mail server. Mail server handles email messages on the behalf of network users. This may involve simply acting as a clearinghouse for a local exchange of messages. The most popular example of a web server is the World Wide Web, or WWW. Its main objective is to store, process, and deliver web pages to the users. Web-based networks. Web-enabled devices promise to integrate the web even further into our lives so that the web is the network. .NET computing is a strategy to connect information people, systems, and devices through software. It makes it easier for the users to hear and use their information between multiple websites, programs, and computers. So web-enabled devices are devices that can gather and send information via the internet. The concept of client and server will be still applied, but clients will become any web-enabled devices that needs information, and servers will become any web-enabled devices that can